What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical average American here today to react and learn all about working in the office in Norway. And in particular, this video here, which is going to teach me 5 important things you must know about Norwegian office. What is going on in the Norwegian offices that I must know? I know a little bit about Norwegian offices and Norwegian work in general. It's very nice, actually, compared to the United States. Working in Norway sounds amazing. It sounds like everyone really cares about each other more, and employers treat their employees much nicer, much better, more time off. Everyone's, leaving work a little early on Friday. Everything's great. Everyone's paid more. It sounds like a paradise, but this video really struck my interest. 5 important things you must know about the office. So maybe there's some details about working in the office in Norway that I don't know about. Something, I'm interested if there's some differences between working in an office in America versus Norway. So I think this will hopefully clear some of that up for me. So let's take a look.
Today we will discuss 5 most important things you need to know if you're planning to work in a Norwegian company or to do business in Norway. Average salary in Norway, how much income tax you need to remember if you want to work in Norway. You will not be seen as a hardworking person.
What? What is this security camera thing, by the way? Okay, anyway, let's keep going.
Hi guys, my name is Anna and welcome to my channel. Today I will share with you 5 most important things you need to know if you want to work in Norway. Also, at the end of the video, I will tell you what is average salary in Norway and how...
Oh, the average salary in Norway. When was this made? This was made 1 year ago, so it's probably still pretty accurate.
How much income tax you will have to pay. Disclaimer right away, I don't work for Norwegian company. I'm an expert in Norway and I work for British/American company. But
okay.
I'm based in Norway and for almost a year I work in our distributor's Norwegian office.
What office?
That's why I became familiar with all these trends and traditions.
Oh, that's perfect. So she actually has worked in a Norwegian office herself. That's great. Okay, so I can trust this video of whatever's going on in these Norwegian offices.
You will find in almost every Norwegian office. Would like to know more about living in Norway, relocation to Norway or work in Norway? Consider subscribing to my channel. Rule number 1 you need to remember if you want to work in Norway. Work and life balance. Norwegians work extremely hard when they're in the office, but they expect a lot of time off.
This is one of the best things that I've learned about Norway. This right here sums it up. I mean, in America, this would be life-changing. It's so important. But the work-life balance in America is terrible. People go to their jobs, they hate it, their bosses try to get the most out of them possible, and they go home unhappy. In Norway, there is a balance. You work hard, and then you get a lot of time off, you get to relax, enjoy life, not just live to go to work.
That's why the 8 to 4 workday is structured to give everyone the longest afternoon possible. Usual office...
Oh, 8 to 4. That's actually news to me. 8 to 4. The classic American work time is 9 to 5. If you get off at 5 o'clock, it's like the whole day is over, though. I like 8 to 4 much better than 9 to 5.
A lot of time off. That's why the 8 to 4 workday is structured to give everyone the longest afternoon possible. Usual office hours in Norway are from 8 in the morning to 4 afternoon. However, I noticed that lots of Norwegians are coming to the office earlier than that, and at 7:40 a.m. we're already chatting, having our morning coffee. Norwegians have this amazing tendency, if they work, they really work. Starting from 8 in the morning, Norwegians do work. They don't have a million cups of tea, no endless chat with their colleagues, no browsing the internet for personal needs. If Norwegians work, they work and work.
You know, that's really important for the whole system to work, for the whole Norwegian balance to work, is that when you're at work, you do good work, hard work, you're there to work, and then you get rewarded, and basically it's a respect thing. It's respect. You respect work, you do work, and then they respect you, and you go home and enjoy life, and everyone kind of trusts each other. I think that's some of what's missing in the United States.
Work really hard.
Oh, well, that's hard work.
I never saw any Norwegian team missing their deadline. At 4 p.m., feeling happy and accomplished, Norwegian people leaving the office to spend time with their families or just alone, as I usually do, enjoying your hobbies and favorite activities.
Yeah.
Do you like this video and would like to know more about life in Norway and work in Norway? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Important thing about working in Norway, number 2.
Long hours in the office.
You don't stay in the office after working hours. Everybody leaves the office in Norway at 4 p.m. on the dot. If you stay in the office after 4 p.m., you are not viewed as a dedicated employee. You are
I mean, this is true in America, but there's no one has to worry about this in America. When closing time comes around, everyone is running out the door like, I want to go home, I'm done, I'm out of here. So I think it's like the same thing is happening in America, but for a different reason.
deemed to be a bad parent. Also, if you follow this tradition, quite typical in countries like the United States, England, Italy, and many others, and you stay in the office after working hours for several days, in Norway, you will not be seen as a hardworking person. You will be seen as a person who, first, cannot plan his time properly, and second, cannot prioritize the tasks properly.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's like a good cultural thing in Norway. If you're staying after work, it means in America, people would stay after work to show that they're working harder, they're working longer. Oh, look at me, look how much I'm working. But in Norway, you're like, hey, what, can you not manage your time? Are you not getting all your tasks done inside of the working hours? What's going on? It's a problem. I actually really like that point of view.
Guys, don't forget to smash like button. It will show how interesting my videos are for you. Important thing about working in Norway, number 3. Dress code.
Oh, dress code, okay.
No matter how long you are in Norway, even if you're just changing your planes in Oslo airport to fly somewhere else, someone will definitely tell you that there is no such thing as a bad weather, just bad clothes.
The weather is.
By the way, if you're coming to Norway winter time and don't know which clothes to take with you, watch my previous video, it will help you. This phrase is repeated frequently when somebody complains that they feel cold or wet, which happens quite often. It also applies when you go to the office. In Norway, your clothing, first of all, needs to be practical. Norwegian offices are informal in both ways, attitude and style. Most of the offices have sofas where the colleagues can discuss work informally with their feet up. So,
Oh, wow. Couches, sofas, that's cool. So, if I understand, Norway has a pretty relaxed dress code, I think? Because in America, people are very judgmental at work, and you have to wear like business attire or business clothing or casual business clothing. There's like a bunch of different types of business clothing. It's kind of silly. None of it is meant to be practical or comfortable or anything like that. It's all just for appearances. So it's kind of shallow. And at service companies, you have to wear a uniform. So Norway sounds, again, quite relaxed and like they prioritize the right stuff.
the office dress code is very simple. Usually you are just wearing jeans and a polo shirt.
Yeah,
Winter
okay.
time, you can put a jumper above your polo shirt, but believe me, it's not necessary.
Actually, in a lot of American offices, jeans are too casual. You couldn't really wear jeans a lot of places.
Because Norwegian offices have this amazing tendency that sometimes winter time, because of lots of electricity spent on heating, Norwegian office can be even warmer than the same office summertime. My advice when you want to work in Norway or with a Norwegian company, always have a pair of hiking shoes with you. I'm keeping mine in the boot of my car. You cannot imagine how many business meetings in Norway I used to have while we were hiking. A little hint.
What? There's meetings? Norwegians do meetings while hiking? Seriously? I've never heard of that. Really? Like a bit like talking and discussing stuff while going on a walk or something? That's kind of cool, actually. I've never heard of that.
For the ladies here. In Norway, you will impress much more with a decent pair of hiking boots rather than with an expensive pair of branded shoes. Which
Oh, wow, well, that's the opposite. In America, you'd want the expensive, fancy shoes, for sure.
you will probably never wear here anyway. Let's move to my favorite part. Food. If you didn't see my last video all about traditional all-time Norwegian snacks, you better watch it. Many people find it not just funny, but also true. Fourth most important thing about working in Norway.
Lunch in canteen.
Your lunch most probably will be served in the office, in the canteen. Referring to my first point stating that Norwegians are very early people, do
Okay, so I think the canteen is like a cafeteria in America. And I mean, some places, some offices have a cafeteria in America. That's true. A lot of people like to leave the office and go eat somewhere else though, just to get out, just to go out. I mean, maybe that just shows how much Americans don't enjoy being in the office. They don't want to eat there, they want to go somewhere else.
expect your lunch to be earlier as well. Usually lunch takes place from 11 to 11:30 and it doesn't usually takes longer than 30 minutes. This is what I noticed in my office. If you're working in the office in Norway, there is 90% chance that you will have the canteen in the office. Two options here. Free food for all employees or the prices are really, really low. I have
What? Free? Free food? Man, this is, again, Norway cares about its employees. This is further proof. They actually care. Free food? Discounted food? I would honestly have expected that to be common in America, but not really. There's no free food or, maybe at some companies. I won't make America sound like horrible. Maybe some places, but on average, there's not that much attention or care going towards the workers.
the second option in my office. You can choose from a different type of sandwiches and the quality of those sandwiches are much better than in quarantine hotel in Norway I showed you last December in my previous video. Canteen sandwiches can be different. It can be sandwiches with meat or with fish or traditional open sandwiches with salmon and prawns.
Plus, this has me thinking, cafeterias in America have a negative association. Like the food is going to be bad and processed and disgusting and old and cold. So people don't even want to use them. But in Norway, this stuff looks amazing.
Which are really popular in Norway, or you can choose a healthier option like a salad. In your canteen it will be something like 7-8 types of sandwiches and also 3-4-5 types of different salads. So choose whatever you like most. Also in your canteen there are going to be some naughty things like muffins, traditional Norwegian rolls with custard. Speaking of naughty sweets.
Wow.
Important and probably my favorite thing about working in Norwegian office, number 5.
Friday is a cake day. Cake day? Like people bring in cake on Friday? Every Friday? Really?
Every Friday is a cake day. So most probably your canteen will have a selection of cakes to choose from, like a good 4-6 types, depending on the size of your office. But
Wow.
in some offices there is a sweet, literally sweet tradition to bake a cake yourself and bring it to the office to share with your colleagues.
Oh, wow. That's nice. That's a lot of effort. But, you know, when everyone in Norway is like happy and actually like being there, I can see where you'd be more like willing to bake a cake or something. It's fun. People don't bring in cake like maybe for a birthday, maybe for a holiday. That's about it.
Different person is baking cake on each Friday, and there is a sort of cake calendar in the office which tells you who is cooking cake in which Friday. And don't you dare to call sick if you're supposed to bring a cake that day. So this is pretty much how I started baking and making cakes in Norway. Myself.
Okay.
Sorry, what about average Norwegian salary
Oh.
and income tax in Norway?
Okay. Oh, the average salary. Okay.
According to statistics, an average salary in Norway in 2019 was 721,119 Norwegian krona, which is equivalent to 84,099 US dollars.
Wow. Yeah, that's way higher than the average American salary. $84,000. That's very good. Very good. For an average, especially. That's amazing for an average. But Norway is more expensive to live in, so probably balances out, actually.
Income tax in Norway is 22%,
Okay.
which is one of the highest average income taxes in the world. But a very interesting thing is the attitude of Norwegians towards their taxes. No
Right.
matter that Norwegians pay some of the highest taxes in the world, they really love their taxes.
I heard about this. Norwegians like their taxes. That is very funny to me. Because they know that the taxes are used for really good purposes and good resources. And they actually see the results of their taxes. So, if that were true for me, I would be happy as well. But, Americans hate taxes. Yeah.
They even calling them pressure. Norwegians often making jokes about how high their taxes are, but they never complain. Because traditionally, Norwegian people see their taxes as the best way of sharing wealth.
Okay. That's cool. I like that, by the way. I really do like that. And it also just says a lot about Norway and how it's run. It's run very well. This video was by Anna Goldman. I do like her videos. They're pretty funny too. This was good. This is very good. I don't know if there's any funny comments here I can find. As an American, I work from 6 to 4:30. Oh, wow. That's way more than usual, honestly. 10 hours of work a day. Yeah, some Americans do work 10 hours a day. That's a lot more than on average, though. Okay. Mostly people just liking the video, which I understand. I liked this too. This was good. I love learning about work life in Norway. It's so different than American work. It's so much better. Makes me a little sad for America, but it is fun to learn about, just a better way of doing stuff. It's good to learn about it because, I don't know, maybe slowly over time, America will start taking some of these things from Norway and implementing them. It would make people a lot more happy, which, at this point, there's a lot of work to do, but, it's nice to see how Norway's doing a lot of this stuff. It's cool. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give this a like or leave a comment. And if you're interested in more videos, more reactions, me and my brother here do reactions together for fun videos. So if you're interested in more fun content, more entertainment, click this, check it out. Maybe you'll enjoy it. Yeah, that's a thing. And thanks for watching, by the way. and see you next time.